The first one is that we have a light breakfast at the back of the room, so please help yourself. Want to keep your energy up. We will be also serving lunch at the end of the program. A couple of things about the tables. When you come in, if you haven't registered, please register so we can keep you abreast of all the wonderful things going on here at Bethany, and also so we'll know who attended our programs. The other good piece of information at that table is that there are voter registration forms there.
Probably many people here are registered, but everybody knows somebody who's not registered to vote. And the deadline for registration to vote in the next general election is October 16th. So you can take one of those forms, you can copy them, the people fill it out, they mail it in, no postage, done. So please, if you haven't taken the form, please do. Now about the program. Dr. Bay, one of our presenters, Dr. Bay, has a wonderful book that you can purchase if you would like, and he'll sign it for you. If you have questions and you don't prefer not to come up to the mic, one of the healthcare ministry members, Alva, who's over there, will provide you with a index card, and you can write your questions on that. I think I have covered everything. So without any further ado, I will turn the program over to our wonderful pastor, Reverend Atkins.
I am so grateful to our health ministry for all the work they put in to make sure that we could be here this morning. So let's begin. Thank you with a round of applause for our health ministry. And certainly want to say thank you to the brethren who come to join us today and to help us out. I really look forward to the program. Let me just say just a quick word about the importance of things like this. I find in my vocational life as pastor, we tend to be very reactive. We react. When someone is sick, we react. We pray, we go, we visit the hospital, we care for folk, but it's very much, oftentimes I should say, from a reactive place that something has happened and now we want to care for one another and continue to care. But I am really, really convinced the next move of Bethany for ministry, really just the church in general, is to be more proactive. That's when it pertains to ministry outside of these walls and justice, but certainly for ourselves and for our bodies. God has blessed us with these bodies, and that it behooves us then to be the best stewards that we can. And so I'm looking forward to today and continue programming from our health ministry that not only will address issues that we have, that we want to deal with, but also that we can look forward to see how we can live and what we can do to change how we live so that we can take better care of what God has already blessed us with. And so I'm excited. I'm probably going to throw a question or two in there as well. And so I just want to get out of the way so that we can continue on our program. Thank you again for all that have come, particularly for those the Armed Bethany members that come to join us this morning. We're so glad to have you. And if you want to come back tomorrow, 8 or 11, that'd be welcome to. Yeah, I'm on that. I know preachers talk long.
How you doing? For those that don't know me, I'm Omar Bey, Dr. Bey, and we're going to get started. I just got to say a few things. Number one, we have a free health screening here. So we have blood pressure checks and blood sugar checks, right? I think it's outside somewhere. All right. Number one. And number two is that I would like to thank the pastor for inviting Pastor Jones. Thank you for allowing us to come into your church and bring the health ministry, the physician's health ministry to your church. Thank you very much. The second thing is that, when we do this, we really want each and every one of you to understand that we're not here trying to be your doctors. All right? Hopefully everyone in here already has a doctor and is going to your doctor. Our whole philosophy on this is that we all should be, as African Americans or people of color, we should all be better healthcare consumers. We should know, the more you know about, the illnesses or whatever the problem is, the better you can relate to your physician and the better you can be, healthier you can be. And that's the whole thing. We as a community need to be healthier. We need to take care of ourselves better. And the way is education. And we're here to break break it down. One thing we do, we don't use big words. If we use a big word, stop us and say, what does that mean? Because we're not here to talk over your head. This is like if I was sitting down with a family member in my kitchen and we're talking about a problem, that's how this has to be. It has to be a give and take. We just want to answer your questions. We have all the specialties here. The other thing, this is the first time we're audio taping. And understand the reason we're not videotaping is that I don't want to show anybody's face because this is personal information. It's audio taping. And what that means is that if you didn't get here or if somebody wants to listen to the questions and answers later, they can go on podcast and they can hear it. But no one knows who you are. No one knows, you know what I mean? They just know a question is being posed and answers are being given. That's all they know, all right? Be comfortable with that. The other thing is that we have a website, obeyyourdoctor.com. Please go to the website. It has enormous amounts of information. It tells you about who the doctors are. Please go to the website, obeyyourdoctor.com. Also, emails. Give us your email. We do newsletters. We do inspirational messages. We do all kinds of stuff that keep us sparked and take care of ourselves in a better way. So we have a sign-in sheet over here. Please put your emails or telephone if you want us to text you. The other thing is that the 3x5 cards, they mentioned that. The most important thing I gotta say before we get started is do not change any aspect of your medical care until you see your physician. No matter what we say up here. It's all information, it's all education, but don't change a thing until you see your physician, all right? Our next, from here we go to Morristown. Next month we'll be in Morristown, Calvary Baptist Church in Morristown. That's on the 21st, that's a Sunday. And I think it starts about 12 or 12:30, all right, just to let you know. We're going to start, we're going to, 1 second introduction for each of us is going to happen. I'm going to start with Dr. George Garrison. George.
Good morning, George Garrison. I am a bariatric surgeon, which is obesity surgery, and I also specialize in vein surgery as well. Thank you.
Good morning. David Dr. James Corey, in this time, a specialist in internal medicine. Can I always say, I don't treat adults and I operate, I don't do little babies. I'm Jay Spratt, I'm a pediatrician.
And Omar Bay, pulmonary critical care. Now that's lung specialty.
Trevor Ali, I'm a cardiologist, we mentioned invasive cardiology specifically, who choosing people's hearts and all. But essentially, all aspects of heart disease I treat. Thank you.
Good morning, James Lee Jr., orthopedic surgeon, bone specialist.
Good morning, Oliver Sosrick, I'm a psychiatrist.
Okay. So, all right, don't get intimidated, all right? First thing I want to say is, listen, there's nothing special about us, all right? We just happen to have gone to medical school and understand a little bit more about the body than you do. That's all it is. So, I just want that first person to get up, be comfortable, ask the question. That's what we need. Get it started. Come on, guys. Yes, ma'am.
This is not a cataplexy question. Oh, you were going to ask a question?
It's not a cataplexy. Please, not a cataplexy question.
Good morning. This question is for Dr. Lee, because I think I know of you. With regards to knee pain, I fell some years ago, had a torn meniscus, and thank God I didn't have surgery. What you said, you do extensive physical therapy, or that's what for you. What's the best exercise when it comes to knee pain and lower back pain?
Great questions. Good morning again. So we'll start with that big word, meniscus. So I'm sorry, what's your name?
Valerie, I'm sorry.
Okay, sure, Valerie. So starting with the meniscus, that's a big word. It just means a cushion. So inside of our knee joint, the meniscus is a special type of cartilage, almost like a shock absorber in your car. So as an orthopedic doctor, when somebody has a meniscus tear, and as you age, your shock absorber starts to wear down. Now, it can move faster if you have some type of bad injury, bad fall, car accident, makes it worse. That can accelerate that wear and tear, and that becomes arthritis. So to answer your question about exercise, joints like motion. Okay, any type of motion you can maintain flexibility. Joints like lubrication. So inside our joints, there's a little bit of fluid, so the more you exercise, the better off it is. If you have pre-existing damage, we tend to counsel our patients not to do a lot of impact exercise, like running and jumping. Things like swimming, yoga, Pilates, elliptical, stationary bike. Those allow the joints to move, but it doesn't put the same amount of pressure on the joints. In addition, I think besides exercise, it's critical to have a good diet, maintain a good weight, because over time, if there's too much weight on the joints, they can wear down. Similar things apply to your low back. We typically like to make sure our patients have balance between the muscles in the front, your core muscles, and the muscles in the back. Good posture, and again, activity and exercise. Even if you can't run, walking, basic things that help burn calories and keep the joints moving are very important.
Next question. Yes, sir.
Wait, one minute.
I'm sorry.
And the doctor comment on the use of using a treadmill.
So this has come up before, the use of a treadmill. So I have seen people get hurt on treadmills, and so I think we're always about safety. So if you have a treadmill, you belong to a gym, you have to be comfortable using it. If you're not, or you maybe have an injury, or you're maybe you're not as mobile, I would probably stay away from a treadmill. If you're somebody who's a little more active and maybe you participate in sports, treadmill's fine, but certainly safety comes first, and we want to avoid falls or injuries. So if you decide to use one and you're not comfortable, I would certainly have a spotter or somebody who's there with you. Start very slowly and be very, very careful with the treadmill.
Could you comment on injections into the knee for arthritis, wear and tear, meniscal injuries?
So thanks, Dr. Garrison. I do very. Yeah, so the question is, what about injections? Okay, they're for joint pain. So in my practice, I see quite a few folks who are over 65 and wear and tear. They come in the office with a cane, a walker, and over time they've developed arthritis. And so typically what we do is we'll get an x-ray, we'll look at the joint and say, you know what, Domino's not working so great, I've tried some therapy, my knee's really hurting, what can I do? And so an alternative is an injection. And so there's different types. The simple type is a steroid injection, okay? It's not the steroid to make you big like Barry Bonds, it's not that. This is a steroid that is for inflammation and pain. And so what we do is we have a mixture of steroid and almost like the dentist would give you a Novocaine type medicine. And oftentimes that is a good temporary, and I want to emphasize, a temporary way to help the pain. It decreases inflammation, it can decrease swelling. And I can't tell you how many patients I have that come in every 3 months. That's what they want. They don't want surgery. Doc, I just want my shots. And it's effective, but it is a temporary way to treat it. I also have, there's also an alternative injection. I like to call it chicken grease. It's not chicken grease, but what it is, it comes from a rooster's comb, and it's almost like a lubricant. And that is an alternative to the steroid. And that is more like oil for your engine. Basically, you can inject this lubricant. It has a cushion effect, and many people are very apprehensive about getting a needle in their knee, they're afraid, but in the office setting, what we do is we can numb the area with a little cold medicine, and oftentimes it's pretty effective.
Next. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, you can learn off that top of the road.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
And yeah, I showed you my legs. What did you say you call them?
I call it venous stasis.
Yes. Good question. What is venous stasis?
Yeah, what kind of?
Okay. The problem he's talking about is called venous stasis. The blood should come out of your leg through your veins. It should only go in one direction, up and out of your leg. What will happen either through trauma or hereditary problems, your veins will dilate out. And therefore the valves in the vein, which make sure that the blood only goes in one direction, don't work. And this can be caused by getting older. It can be caused by, you can blame your parents for it. And it can be all caused by things that destroy the veins, such as having clots in your legs or people who have shallow growth in their legs in the past. So what happens is blood comes backwards. And when blood comes backwards, it leaks out into the tissue on a microscopic as well as a large level. So you get swelling, you get pain, you get itching, you get night cramps, you can get restless leg syndrome, where that means you lay in the bed at night and the legs just can't get comfortable. All of this is caused by the blood rushing backwards into your legs. So without examining you, that's probably what he's talking about, that you have venous insufficiency. What the cause is, I can't tell right now, but that's the process that's happening.
Is that a common condition?
1/3 of the American population, all comers, get this problem at some form or another. Sometimes you don't even have physical characteristics of it, you'll just have symptoms, such as the restless leg at night.
All right. We have a question that came up, and this question, I figure several of us can comment on this question. It says, my son, very sick, diabetes, my friend's son, our male friends, my dad, his friends, where are the men? How can we help them? All right, so the first thing is that I made the decision, but hopefully it's a good decision, to make this panel all males. And the reason we did that was that our men of color, do not go to the doctor. And trying to get them comfortable with going to the doctor, I'm trying to set a panel that would say, listen guys, it's okay to come to the doctor. We are doctors, we're male, it's okay to come to the doctor. And the second reason that we did this panel, I did the panel all males, is that to let young African Americans understand that there's nothing special about us. They can become doctors. All right. So if you look at the colleges, and who's in college? Oh, sisters in college. Where are the brothers? Trying to get brothers energized. And yes, you can go to college. Yes, you can be a doctor. That's number one. Number two is diabetes. Diabetes, we want to cover diabetes right now because it's such an important aspect in our community. Diabetes is rampant in our community. And so many secondary illnesses come about because of diabetes. All right? The thing is that in African Americans, goodness, and there are certain things, there's type 1, there's pre-diabetes, type 1, as well as type 2. And what I'd like to do is I'd like to maybe start with Dr. Porter, maybe he can start covering, he can start us off, and then the other doctors can chime in, and I'll even chime in as well, but I'd like to start it off with internal medicine.
In terms of diabetes, what I normally see most of the patients classified as type 2, it's usually adult onset. The other type is usually type 1, where it usually occurs in children, and they almost always require insulin. Some of the causes of type 2 diabetes, overweight, hereditary. Those are the two main, also side effects of medications. Those are the two broad categories of type 2 diabetes.
What about sugar? The role of sugar and sweets. Is there a link, or is that just myth?
There certainly is a link, but if you're not diabetic, you could eat this whole room full of sweets and nothing will happen. But if you're diabetic and you consume sweets, certainly will affect your blood sugar. Generally, your blood sugar will go up the more sweets that you have.
But it doesn't cause diabetes. Eating sugary things like that doesn't cause diabetes. But you're saying if you are diabetic, it can advance it?
Yes, it can.
So I'm going to go ahead. The way I'd like to start out is when things are normal, and then
disorders and diseases occur when something happens to what happens normally. And normally, your blood sugar is closely regulated within a narrow range. What happens is when you eat either starches, which like bread and pasta, or sugars, those are called carbohydrates. When those are broken down and the sugar gets absorbed into your blood, insulin is released. Insulin is a hormone that's made in your pancreas. It's released to keep that blood sugar from being higher. And so it stays within that normal or narrow range. What happens as you start to become overweight and obese, and you may have heard of body mass index or BMIs and Dr. Soder's model. What happens is, in order to keep that sugar in a narrow range, your body has to make more insulin. And as you become more obese, it makes more and more insulin. And it reaches a point where, even though it's making a lot of insulin to keep that blood sugar in that narrow range, it can't do that anymore. What then starts to happen if it reaches a high enough level is it starts to spill into your urine. And when it spills into the urine, it brings water, and you have increased urination, you have water loss, and some salt loss. Now, what happens over time, if your blood sugars remain elevated and not controlled either by medications or insulin that the doctor will give you, it starts to cause damage to small vessels. And you say small vessels. So small vessels can be in your eye. So you've heard of people having diabetes that have blindness. It can damage the small vessels in your kidneys. And damaging the small vessels in the kidneys leads to kidney failure. And you've seen all these dialysis centers that are around. Almost all those dialysis centers that you see all around are because people have had kidney failure. And the major reason for the kidney failure is uncontrolled diabetes. Small vessels that affect your nerves. You've heard of neuropathy. You have diabetic neuropathy, pain associated with damage to the nerves from the diabetic damage to the small vessels. The extremities, you see people that have amputations, same kinds of issues. When you talk about being in stasis, you have these complications. Remember that when the heart beats, the athlete can tell you about that, you know, it is under a lot of pressure in the arteries, but there's a return that occurs that ought to be a normal, natural flow. When blood flows slowly, you develop problems with clots. If the blood is flowing fast, you don't necessarily have clots. But if they develop slow, you develop clots and have complications related to that. And all this can be aggravated by diabetes. So when you look at this issue of diabetes and this issue of why most people have it, it's because they have insulin resistance, primarily related to them being obese. Dr. Jordan over there can tell you that he does surgery for very obese patients, and almost all of those individuals, or a great number of them, will have diabetes related to insulin resistance. Once he does the surgery, in a number of cases, as those individuals start to lose weight and move from being obese to being overweight, the insulin resistance changes. The body starts to get more sensitive to the insulin, and the ability to regulate insulin becomes better. And some individuals even have the absence of diabetes if their body weight falls back to the normal range. So diabetes is a very common disease, but it's a major reason for kidney failure, which is a major reason for dialysis and ultimately transplant.
That was a wonderful outline of some of the consequences of diabetes. I look at them in two ways. I look at the concern about the level of sugar itself and what that may do to you directly, the comas that may occur, etc. But importantly, from my viewpoint, is the understanding of the effects secondarily on organs. So the sugar effect, the diabetic effect, can damage, as mentioned, by damaging some of the small vessels, can damage arteries. Now when we look at heart disease, some of the most major and serious forms of heart disease are secondary to patients having diabetes. So your control of the diabetes is not only to look at the numbers and to have that control for the immediate effects, but the long-term effects that it may have on other organ systems. And from the heart viewpoint, patients who are diabetic have a higher chance of having blockages of the arteries to the heart. If you understand what that means, these are crucial arteries. The heart is a very powerful muscle. In fact, it's probably the most important, not probably, it is the most powerful, hard-working muscle in the entire body. Works all the time. So to do that, it needs its own adequate blood supply. If those little arteries that supply blood to the heart muscle itself become narrowed or become affected, then one can have heart attacks. So while the sugar itself is not going to directly block the arteries, it is going to lead to circumstances which will ultimately cause those arteries to become partially or totally blocked. It is one of the predisposing factors, one of the factors that we call risk factors for heart disease, for heart attacks. So the major reason, the major concern that we have when we see patients who have heart problems is to check to see whether or not they're diabetic and to try to insist that they control the diabetes as well as they can. Because if they're predisposed to having heart attacks, or worsening heart attacks, or even when heart attacks occur, they may have worse outcomes in patients who have diabetes. Very important cause.
Wonderful information. As an orthopedic doctor, where I see diabetes, I'll have patients that walk in with joint problems, and oftentimes they have diabetes, they're overweight. Many times they'll complain of burning pain in their legs, and when you have uncontrolled diabetes, that's also one of the effects of the nerves that control the skin sensation in your legs can be damaged. You can get this burning sensation. They call it neuropathy. When the nerve is damaged, very difficult to treat. There's medicines for it, but very difficult condition. When I have somebody who's a candidate for surgery, and what we do is we'll check a 3-month level of sugar control called a hemoglobin A1C. And what that tells us is for the last 3 months, how have your sugar levels been? And we typically look at a level of about 6. 6 and below, you're pretty good, but oftentimes an elective joint replacement, I won't do it because of the risk of the person developing a wound infection or some type of complication related to diabetes. So it's critical to keep these the sugar levels under control.
I have a question. Okay. The doctor previously started out by saying that diabetes is sometimes originated from genetics and or perhaps medication. Could you talk about that a little bit more, specifically medication, and also folks who have never had any history of diabetes in their family all of a sudden contract this disease. And I guess there's some talk going around that some type of a virus or something is affecting the pancreas and that is causing folks who have no history, like I said, of diabetes to now be, say, type 1 diabetics because their pancreas isn't producing the insulin. Can you talk about that a little bit?
Right. All right. As far as genetics, sure. We are what our parents are. And if you think about, and that's why when you come to the doctor, the first thing he's going to ask you is give me a history. What's your family history? Very, very important. Because genes are genes. We got our genes from our parents, and whatever they're susceptible to, most likely we're going to be susceptible to sometime in our lifespan. Okay? As far as, I'm going to let one of the other doctors talk about as far as if there's associated virus affecting the pancreas and then decreasing the ability of the pancreas to excrete the insulin to regulate the blood sugars. Other thing is that talking about pre-diabetes. And pre-diabetes is something that's very important as well. And I think it's important that we just take time to cover this because it's such a devastating disease. Pre-diabetes, understand that 84 million people in the United States have pre-diabetes. All right? Pre-diabetes does not mean you're going to get diabetes. But there's a high likelihood that you're going to get diabetes because your sugars are elevated but not high enough to say that you have the disease itself or the illness itself. Understand that pre-diabetes also can be corrected if you have weight loss and exercise. So you can actually come out of that category with weight loss and exercise and most likely prevent diabetes from coming on just if you get your weight under control with proper exercise. And that's very important as well. Somebody else want to?